My. Welcome back to my library. Oh, I am so glad to see you again. And who did you bring with you? I'm Professor Stevenson, and I love reading and teaching about the prophets and the kings that they served. We have learned about the first king of Israel, Saul. If you remember, Saul was not a very good king because he stopped listening to God. God decided to choose the next king, a boy named David. Someday, David would be king. When King Saul found out, he was not very happy. David went to work for the king. He played, drum roll please, a harp. But Saul did not like David. He was jealous that he would be king one day. Saul decided that he didn't like God's plan, so he started to make a plan of his own. A terrible plan. A plan to kill David. I did warn you that Saul was a bad king. When David heard about this plan, he ran away and hid from the king. But God helped David. One time, Saul was hunting for David. It was getting late, so Saul decided to set up camp. But guess who showed up in the middle of the night? David. David sneaked into the camp where the king was sleeping. If the king would have found David while he was sleeping, the king would have done his terrible plan. But David had a better plan. He had God's plan. David trusted that God would make him king one day, just like he had said. So David took Saul's spear and water jug. When Saul woke up, he realized that David had been there, but David had not hurt him. After that, Saul said that David had done nothing wrong and finally stopped hunting for David. In the end, David was rewarded for trusting God because he knew he would help him. We can trust that God helps us.